What's up, guys? It's Nicholas, and today I'm so excited to be able to finally show you guys the finished product that is Project Lotus. This has been a long time in the making, and let's just get right into it. So, roll that intro. So, like I said, Project Lotus has been in the works for months. There's been a couple things that have kind of stepped in the way of me finishing that build, or I guess this build. It's done now. Those couple things were obviously RAM availability and pricing going all sorts of wacky. GPU pricing and availability being super weird because of bit mining or cryptocurrency mining. And it just feels so nice to finally have this build sitting on the table and be like, this is it. For the most part. The GPU is actually mine from upstairs. It is what's going to be in there eventually, not what's actually in there now. It's actually a GT 740, but I know it hurts me very dearly to say that, but we'll get past that. So as you guys know, this build was for my wife, and originally it was just going to be for playing light gaming, like Sims, Diablo 3, that kind of thing. Obviously, she is doing my video editing now, so the needs of this computer have kind of changed along the way. The plans for what it was going to include kind of changed along the way. Originally, it was going to just be a GTX 10. I think we agreed on 1050. Then it got upgraded to 1060, and now she's going to have my 1070 from Asus when I upgrade to either 1080 Ti or a next-gen graphics card, depending on which one I can find first at a reasonable price. There is a couple. Okay, I shouldn't say a couple. There's quite a few custom things on this case. It is inside the S340, obviously. The front logo is actually purple now, along with all of the SSD mounts that are inside the case, and even the back PCI slot covers. That is, it was kind of just, and the, right up here at the top of the front panel. That was all, this was a labor of love. I spent a lot of time planning this out, figuring it out, adding little stuff here and there. And I'm just talking about the case. I'll get to the motherboard in a second because that was another big thing. Obviously, you can see that the Lotus is etched onto the glass now. That looks awesome, especially when it's in the dark and everything's lit up. It looks so cool. The other custom thing I obviously did was, this is the Asus Sabertooth Mark II, or Mark 1, sorry, not Mark II, Mark 1. And that was a black motherboard from my first build, or my first like high-end-ish build. Black obviously wouldn't have matched this very well. So I ended up taking off the thermal armor, giving it a white coat, and then I was like, it just doesn't seem good enough. So I actually took and colored the PCI slot covers purple to match everything. So you guys are seeing a close-up of that right now, at least you should be if everything went right. And it just looks beautiful with all the lighting. And honestly, I couldn't be more proud of how everything turned out customization-wise. So in the front of the case, we are rocking the two standard that are included 120mm NZXT fans. I felt like this is good enough because you don't really see the front of the case. We might end up upgrading those later, but for right now, they were good enough. The back 120mm fan is populated by a Thermaltake ring white LED fan. Top one is populated by a 140mm again, Thermaltake ring fan. Not really a huge fan of Thermaltake, but I do like these fans, especially at the price they come in at. Hardware-wise, as you can see, LEDs were a big part of this because I wanted everything to light up and look gorgeous when she was able to play on it at night. And it looks gorgeous in the room. Like when I turn around and I'm editing or I'm playing games and I look behind me and this awesome setup is behind me. It's really cool. It's a really cool feeling to know that I built that. The Asus Strix 1070 obviously is in here. It looks great. It really does pull this build together. There's just enough black and everything. I'm glad I didn't leave the motherboard black. There's just enough black to really tie everything together and make it really look complete. The cooler that we were rocking is actually the Hyper 212 Evo from, again, my first build. Standard fan on that. Underneath that is an i5 6600K. This again was kind of like, okay, I kind of wanted to upgrade anyways. As you guys know, I went to the Z270 platform, went with an i7 7700K, the Kaby Lake, and she got my i5, which for her is more than enough. Honestly, obviously, she's editing my videos now. GPU is kind of our first priority. An i5-6600K is pretty good for editing just 1080p, 60 FPS maximum, kind of 30 FPS lately. Kind of been cheating on that one. RAM-wise, we are using Corsair Vengeance. Right now, there's 4 DIMMs in there. There's 32 gigabytes of the Corsair Vengeance white LED RAM. It's because we have an upcoming video. It's going to be 16 gigabytes, but it was already in there because we're doing the video right after this, actually. So I didn't really want to have to swap everything out. But we actually got a bad DIMM that didn't have the lights working on it. DIMM works, memory works, everything. Lighting does not work on it. I don't know why. But yeah, so 2 sticks of that. It is a 750 watt CM power supply from Corsair. We went with a lot of Corsair in this build. That's what she likes. So we probably will end up upgrading the Hyper 212 Evo to a Corsair AIO. Probably the H100 IV2. That's been working great for me. And obviously the i5-6600K runs a lot cooler than my 7700K, and it's able to handle that. So that'll probably be good. We do obviously plan to populate some of these drive sleds right here. We didn't really have anything to populate them with right now. When you first build something, at least when you're in my position, the dogs are barking. I don't know why. So we are planning to populate these SSD sleds, maybe not all with SSDs. We are getting the NZXT Hue. It's $60. It's kind of just something that I'm like, we'll wait on that one. It just has 2.5 terabytes of storage in it, so we won't have to worry about storage for a while. It's not awesome storage. It's not like the Orion storage upgrade that I did. I do plan on doing the same thing to this. Getting it at least 1 SSD, putting in probably 2 more of the Seagates, and I feel like that will really fill out this system to be where we want it for editing and gaming and all the other stuff she's going to do with this. And yeah, once again, I say this every time that I show off this case, I love the S340. Between the tempered, or at least the Elite, I like the original S342, but once you see tempered glass, it's kind of hard to go back. This case is just so elegant and just so perfect, and it's in a perfect form factor. When you have your first PC, it's just like, when I was building in this time, I was like, you know, the Enthoo Evolve tempered glass is nice, but it's just, this is so compact and so just nice looking. Simplistic, I guess that's how I'll put it. Sleek, that kind of thing. I do miss this case. Will I go back to this case? No. I actually have another case that I'm looking to upgrade to again, because as you guys know, the Enthoo Evolve is pretty bad for water cooling, but I should have done more research before I bought it. That's my fault. Luckily though, there is another case coming out from Fractal with tempered glass, so I'm looking forward to that. All in all, with all of her peripherals, she is rocking in my old K70. I'll show you guys why in a later video, why she has the K70 now. She is rocking her M65 Pro from Corsair and the Polaris mousepad from, again, Corsair. So give you guys, while I'm saying this, hopefully there's a pan over of all of her setup. So you guys are getting to see that. All in all, this came together really nicely. I'm super, super proud of it. And I'm just happy that she's getting use out of it, because obviously if I built this and she wasn't using it, it really wouldn't mean that much. But seeing her in there every day, I get home from work and she's in there either playing games or she's doing work on it, or she is using the computer, and that makes me happy. So definitely more builds in the future. I'm hoping to find some more people that need builds so that I can keep doing cool stuff like this. I don't mind doing custom systems if I can do them on the channel. I've had people ask me, like, if I can do like specific stuff, like can I do water cooling for them? Can I do after people saw the glass etching, they asked if I do glass etching. If they are willing to let me put it on the channel, I will do it. I love building computers, and I love being able to do custom stuff. And obviously I just can't fund stuff like this for myself just to sit around. I'm not at the point where I can just fund systems to just not use. So it's nice to be able to do stuff like this. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making this. I enjoyed building this system. It's been months in the making. I've uploaded tons of pictures and tweets to Instagram and Twitter. So definitely go check those out if you haven't seen them. Kind of, you can look at like the timeline of me building it. So really cool. I did it the other day and I was like, wow, it's really been a long time. So leave me a like if you guys liked the video. Leave me a dislike if you guys disliked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why you wouldn't be. Tell your friends about the channel. It helps me out, keeps me going. every time I see a subscriber, I'm like, yeah, another one closer to 100. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.